What's going on, Reject Nation? Late night upload. I was literally getting ready to go to bed in my PJs and everything. Yep, that's right, promoting DC stuff in the middle of this Marvel-related thing. The new Mutants trailer dropped. Friday the 13th makes sense because this one's supposed to be more of a horror type of film. Josh Boone's directing it. You know, the guy who did The Fault in Our Stars, one of the scariest movies ever. Let's check this out. Arya Stark's supposed to be in this movie, too. And Anya Taylor-Joy.
I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. I want you to respond truthfully. Have you ever hurt someone?
Yes.
Have you ever experienced anything you'd consider?
Polygraph. The architect.
Yes.
Last question. Do you know what mutants are? Did you know baby rattlesnakes are more dangerous than adult ones? They haven't learned how to control how much venom they secrete.
Oh, hey, eerie.
All of you are dangerous. That's why you're here.
That dude from Stranger Things?
What is this place?
Whoa!
Haunted house.
Damn!
You've been through a lot. Get some rest.
I just did not expect them. You know, I heard they're going more for a horror vibe. I have like serious nipple chills right now, like hardcore nipple chills. I heard that they were like, we want to make this more of a horror film. And for some reason, I just wasn't entirely sold on it. I'm like, oh, that sounds so cool. A movie in the X-Men universe that's more like a horror film. I thought it would just be more like a horror film. This looks straight up like a horror film. The trailer was like creepy and really scary in a lot of ways. This kind of feels like if Gore Verbinski directed it. This might just be because I saw A Cure for Wellness this year. Some of the cinematography seems reminiscent of it. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not that familiar with the New Mutants. But I just think it's so cool that they're making a legit superhero horror film. It makes me happy to see that the X-Men franchise is doing what I feel like a lot of these comic book movies can do. One thing I've always felt is that comic book characters, there's a cinematic universe within inside of every comic book character, pretty much, like the main ones. But especially the X-Men. The X-Men is something that I don't really care for the X-Men to be part of the MCU directly because they're proving they can expand the universe. And this, if this is done well, I'm going to be super jacked for them. You know, doing a great spin-off like Logan was doing a great futuristic spin-off like Logan was awesome. You know, the Deadpool's within the X-Men universe, and then having the superhero horror film. This looks great. You know, I know I compared this to A Cure for Wellness a moment ago, just because of the cinematography, but I also get some Kubrick vibes, which Cure for Wellness was inspired by that. You get some of that Breakfast Club horror movie vibe. You know, there's 5 teenagers, but they're being held against their will. So it's like a horror movie Breakfast Club type of deal with some Kubrick touches. If they really deal with kind of like treating these people when they're not really insane, they just don't understand what mutants are. I could kind of see a little bit of like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest type of vibe. Anya Taylor-Joy with The Witch, Split, and now this. I mean, she's on her way to becoming like one of the most badass scream queens. I think that's the word for it, right? Scream queen? What do you call it that? I don't know. Hate me in the comments if I got that wrong. This is really exciting because for a film that's like the 11th installment in the X-Men franchise, this seems like it'll be a huge treat for fans of the X-Men franchise, especially because they're the ones who have been doing some R-rated material. However, I don't get the impression at all that you need to see the other X-Men films, so I feel like you could be brand new and sort of just go into this. With Legion on TV doing its own like weird type of sci-fi thing, and then having a horror. I'm so excited with what the X-Men franchise has been doing. I mean, just getting like Anya Taylor-Joy and Macy Williams, Arya Stark, and I think the kid from Stranger Things, the dude is like Charlie Heaton. A story of them having to band together to break out of this facility, but it's like a horror movie. That's so cool. I hope this is good. I really hope this is good because I really did enjoy the trailer a lot. That was pretty sweet. I gotta get up in like a few hours actually, and I have to drive 2 hours away to go to an event. So funny thing is, that guy from Stranger Things, I think I'm gonna be late to the Stranger Things season 2 trailer because I'm gonna be at this event. But hey, I was around to catch New Mutants. You can subscribe to The Real Rejects, click that notification bell, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and also check out our Patreon. We have a lot of great stuff over there. Become a Patron eject today.